like when you're feeling that low and you feel like there's no hope, and you feel like maybe it would be easier if I wasn't here. And I was scrolling and saw this advice that was like, to keep going, you got to think about who would be affected by your absence. Like, who loves you and who cares about you. And you got to think, when you leave, you're leaving them with a gigantic scar, a gigantic hole in their heart that will never be filled because of your absence. And you don't end your suffering necessarily. You just pass it to someone else who you love, who you care about, the people you care about the most. That's who you're passing your burden on to, that you're getting rid of if you choose to go that route. I try to picture, okay, what if I could fix everything? What would my life look like a year from now, or 5 years from now, or 10 years from now? And it's like, if you can put yourself in a position to see the future, then that's enough to keep going, to try to obtain that vision that you have and what you're looking at. And you just have to have that small little dose of hope that it's going to be all right. You're going to be okay. And I know some days it's harder than others to do that. Some days I'm like, my back and my bank and everything is just crap right now, and I don't know what to do. And I just think about, okay, well, if I can hold out, make it through this storm a little bit longer, get my degree, I can get a better job, maybe I can get something figured out with my back by then. You got to think of what are alternative things that can happen that you would be missing out on, opportunities or family events, or you just got to think about later in life and not right now, even if you're stuck in the moment. And I know how easy it is to get stuck, because I've been stuck in the moment for a few months now. And these are little things that have done to help me out. And as a dad, one thing I think of, it was like one day in like my foggy depression, I was just thinking, like, how would I want my kids to remember me? Because they're not going to remember me for the funny, goofy, play, affectionate dad that I am. They're going to remember me for being selfish and taking the easy way out. And it's going to leave a hole in them for the rest of their life. It's going to affect every relationship they ever have. And those are just a few little things that kind of keep me going when I'm feeling that way. And I felt that way more than a few times this past year. It's been a very brutal year, but if I can get through it, you can get through it. If you can get through it, I can get through it. That's how I try to look at it. Like, there's somebody out there who's going through probably the same exact thing as me, or worse than me. If I can hang in there, you can hang in there, right? All right, well, thanks for listening to me ramble. I'll see you next time.